We Are Your Friends is directed by Max Joseph, written by him and Megan Oppenheimer, and stars Zac Efron, Emily Ratajkowski, Wes Bentley, and John Bernthal. And We Are Your Friends is about this 23-year-old aspiring DJ, Cole Carter, played by Zac Efron, who lives in the San Fernando Valley with his friends, and they're really down on their luck. They all have their individual dreams that they want to achieve, but for the time being, they are party promoters and they're doing small-time things just to scrape together some money. But one day, Cole runs into this more established DJ, James Reed, played by Wes Bentley, and he takes him under his wing. But while he's learning the DJ trade, Cole begins to develop feelings for James's girlfriend, Sophie, played by Emily Ratajkowski. And here's the thing, I can't sit here and tell you that this was a good movie, because it's not. It's really not a good movie. But I can tell you that I had a ton of fun watching We Are Your Friends. This is the definition of a guilty pleasure. What really puts it over the top for me is the music. I thought all the music in this movie was fantastic. However, Max Joseph's directing style is just really scattershot, and the script here is really, really weak. Let's talk about the bad first. First of all, this entire movie looks and feels like a music video. And this can be a good thing if done in moderation, but I'm not kidding when I say the entire movie feels like it's one gigantic, hyperactive music video. And that is personally, I think, not a good choice for this material, because I feel like the highly stylized quality of the visuals goes against the story, because the story tries to be grounded and gritty and whatnot. The same goes with the editing here by Terrell Gibson and David Diliberto. It's extremely hyperactive, but as a result, so many shots that should feel poignant feel like throwaway shots, and the pacing never lets important moments sink in properly, and we never really get the feeling of a lot of time passing, and as a result, we don't really feel like Cole is progressing that much in his DJ training, because everything is moving so quickly. I'll talk about a few good performances later on, but in terms of bad performances, Shiloh Fernandez, Alex Schaefer, and Johnny Weston all play Cole's friends, and I just didn't like them. They didn't come off as friends to me. They just kept on bickering the entire movie, and they're pretty much interchangeable. There's nothing that different about each of their personalities, and I don't think the actors really try to do anything that unique with each of them. But the script really is the biggest problem here. The characters really are just really bad. I mean, at the end of the movie, when I thought about the character of Cole, I realized I only really cared about him because he's Zac Efron. When you really think about this character, he's really flat. There's nothing really about him. And his friends, like I said, are pretty much interchangeable. They all never really go beyond their specific interests. Like, the only thing that really colors Cole and separates him from the others is that he's into DJing. That's really it. Everyone else, personality-wise, is pretty much the same. And the relationships between Cole, James, and Sophie, they try to make those relationships kind of complex, but it ends up just kind of being confusing, and like, you don't really know if certain characters like one another. And the plot of this movie tries to be just way too many things. It tries to be like this portrait of millennials, of California, of the DJ scene in the music industry, and because again the focus is split among all these three things, it never really gets to really highlight any of them in a very impressive way. And there's this really bizarrely out of place, like Boiler Room / Wolf of Wall Street kind of subplot in there that involves John Bernthal, which is completely unnecessary. And because the focus is so scattered, certain good moments that do happen in the movie don't really reach their full potential, because you don't care about the characters involved in these good moments, or you don't really, the plot didn't really build up to those moments well. Max Joseph has an undeniably original style, but it totally overrides the substance here. It really feels as if he's throwing everything at the screen and the kitchen sink just to see what sticks. And there's even this weird animated part of the movie that's like rotoscoped animation. It's really, really bizarre. But like I said, the thing that put this over the top for me was the music. I thought the music was amazing, and I am just not a big EDM guy, but every single song here, especially the last song, was awesome. And the last song especially, it was great just to see how Cole put the song together by using all these different sounds and whatnot. And just the way the scene was directed, it was kind of like the ending of Whiplash, but it's nowhere near as good as Whiplash, but it still gave me goosebumps. It was a really, really good song. And Zac Efron clearly pours his heart into this role. In fact, there's more character substance, I think, in his facial expressions alone than the entirety of the script. Emily Ratajkowski is surprisingly really good as well. She's like the grounded character here, and she has this sweetness to her, this charm. She's not just a pretty face, although she is very, very attractive. And Wes Bentley is just super cool in this movie. You can really get that cool vibe from him, but he's really laid back. Sometimes he's a jerk as well, but you still kind of respect him. In the end, like I said, I can't say We Are Your Friends is a good movie because it's not, but I think it's a ton of fun, especially if you're into this kind of movie, if you're into DJing. I think it's gonna speak to you in some way, but if you want like a good movie, don't watch this movie. Alright, so those are my thoughts on We Are Your Friends. Have you guys seen it? What do you think about it? Whether you agree with me or not, please leave me a comment. Let's have a conversation.